It's the meat event. Slap that meat if you're new here. Me, who are you going with in this one? Are you taking Alexa Grasso, who at 14-3 seemingly is peaking on a beautiful three-fight win streak and showing the company that she deserves a main event? I mean, what an opportunity for Alexa Grasso and her opponent Viviane Araujo at 11-3. I mean, she's also looking nice recently. She's won 3 of 4. Most recently, she fought Andrea KGB Lee, and you love to see Andrea KGB Lee get absolutely dominated, and that she did against Araujo. And I think that was Araujo's best performance we've seen from her in the UFC, and that's pretty high praise given that she has a nice 5-2 record. She does have that loss over Jessica Ai, but that was early on in her career, and one where Jessica Ai missed weight by a significant margin, so something to consider for sure. And then the other loss is to Caitlin Chukagian, and we know Chukagian essentially beats everyone unless it's like a title fight. She's the ultimate gatekeeper of gatekeepers. In fact, I mean, she's fighting Manon Fiorot coming up, so that should be an amazing contest for sure. But nonetheless, Araujo also probably peaking and given the same exact opportunity as Grasso in this one. So who are you rolling with? Tapology is pretty bullish on Grasso. Vegas is equally as bullish. Any chance Araujo gets this done, or is this the Grasso coming out party?
Yeah, this is the Grasso coming out party, and I think she's going to absolutely destroy her any which way it goes. The ground, the feet, whatever. I think this is stay on the feet for the most part, but Grasso, in my opinion, probably has one of the crispest stand-up games in that division. I mean, she has just been looking so good. It blows my mind, and honestly, I love to see it when a fighter just is all right, mediocre, and then they go up to their true weight class and they start seeing their full potential. I mean, ever since she got mauled by Carla Esparza at 115, she made the bump up in weight to 125, and she's been on a 3-fight tear. And that Macy Barber win, she dominated her from beginning to end, and Macy has been absolutely destroying girls. So that is a very nicely aged win, and she beat Joanne Wood very convincingly. Got the easy sub real quick, early and often, and I think this is going to be a similar fight where I just think the age 29, 35, one girl's on her way out, one girl's on her way up, and I think the person going up to the top is Grasso, and she should be getting a title fight probably after this fight or maybe one more, but I think she's right there.
Yeah, she is right there, and someone who clearly is getting obviously better. And you mentioned the turning point being that majority loss versus Carla Esparza. And if we remember, that was a fight of the night, right? I mean, Alexa Grasso, even though she was on the short end of the stick for that contest, she had her moments. She was very competitive, and she kind of woke up a lot of people and essentially said, yo, like, maybe I'm not there beating Carla Esparza just yet in 2019, but catch me in 2, 3, 4 years when I'm truly peaking, and we'll see what she's made of for sure. And I think the UFC is pretty bullish on her. I mean, she's obviously quite marketable. Her English skills have vastly improved throughout these last few years, which is always fun to see. Like you expect the fighters to make those gains inside the cage, but to see them also putting in the language development skills outside of the octagon as well is a testament to their hard work, in my opinion. And so you love to see that. And the UFC, again, giving her this beautiful opportunity. And you mentioned how it's cool to see someone just like noticeably get better before our eyes. Like she kind of reminds me of like a flyweight Jake Matthews, right? Like Jake Matthews just floating around, losing some, winning some, and then most recently just absolutely smokes Fiallo, and we're like, yo, who the heck is this guy? I feel like Alexa Grasso is making those similar gains, and I got to roll with you in this one. I think she has enough to take out Viviane Araujo. However, I do think Araujo is a tough woman, and if Araujo maybe can steal a round or two, she could potentially keep this thing competitive, keep it interesting for sure, but I just worry about her gas tank, especially in the later stages of the fight. And I've never seen Alexa Grasso struggle with any sort of issues of the like. And so I honestly think that if this thing hits the fourth or fifth round, maybe Grasso finish in those later stages could be a sharp play. But nonetheless, gonna roll with Alexa Grasso nonetheless. And it looks like 90% of Tapology is rolling the same. Most by decision, though. So are you in agreement with Tapology that decision is most likely for Grasso, or could a sneaky finish be in the works here?
I could totally see a finish on the feet. I mean, she got a sub last fight, so maybe even that wouldn't surprise me. But decision makes the most sense. A lot of times with these women fights, you usually go to decision unless they're just absolute killers, like Andrade, she either gets finished or she gets a finish. I feel like, it's just one of those weird kind of matchup. But I think that this is going to go decision most likely, but I would really like to see a KO because that would, I think, really bump her to the next level of, wow, let's pump the stock, let's get her to a title fight, because who else is there at 125? Let's be honest. She has a great performance, a great finish. I don't see why she wouldn't get a title fight.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think that if she does get an impressive finish, then for sure title fight's got to be next. And if she is able to finish Viviane Araujo, that would be impressive because no one has in the UFC. However, she did get finished by Sarah Frota in her pre-UFC career, and we saw Sarah Frota in the UFC. She was awful. So Grasso potentially could be the second one to get this finish over Araujo. So with you all the way, obviously taking Alexa Grasso. I'm even going to say by finish meet. I think that there's going to be some juicy numbers there, and maybe that's how we can sprinkle the sauce because at minus 205, probably a parlay piece, but maybe a little bit too much juice to play it straight up. But nonetheless, in this meet event, got to roll with Grasso, and pretty excited for it. Not going to lie, this is a great opportunity for both of them. Any last thoughts?
No, absolutely. Great opportunity. Can't wait. Throw in the comments who you got. You got Vivi or Grasso.